Welcome to this FX Empire review of Alpho. In this review, we're going to be looking at Alpho's regulation, the instruments available to trade via the broker, the trading platform, and the additional trading services offered by the actual broker. As we can see on the Alpho homepage, we can actually scroll down and actually see a little bit of information about the broker, such as the ability to trade on global markets with a regulated broker with 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, live support. We can also see there's a variety of different trading instruments covering commodities, Forex, indices, shares. And as we scroll down, we can see that the broker uses the MetaTrader 5 trading platform for mobile, Windows desktop, and online web trader. And we'll be testing out the platform a little bit later on in this review. As we scroll down as well, we can see a little bit more information about the broker in terms of how many accounts they have open, total trading value in 2018, and more. So we can also see at the bottom here that Alpho is a brand name of Gulf Brokers Ltd, which is regulated as a securities dealer by the Seychelles Financial Services Authority. This is actually confirmed on the Financial Services Authority of Seychelles website, as we can see here, Gulf Brokers Ltd. Under the broker's instruments page, we can actually see a lot of detail on the variety of markets that are offered by Alpho. We can actually see they offer commodities, Forex, indices, and shares. As we can see here on the Forex table, it does give us some typical spread information, and we'll have a look at some of the spreads when we go through the live trading platform a little bit later on in the review. As we can see here, Aussie CAD typical spread here of 10 pips, Aussie dollar against US dollar 4 pips, but we can also see the leverage is up to 1 to 500, and we can also see some other trading details as well. But what we can see is that it's quite a large variety of different currencies available to trade on, with all the majors and exotic markets available, such as the Turkish lira, the Russian ruble, and many more. We can also see that the broker offers a lot of commodities to trade, such as cocoa, coffee, cotton, sugar, plus the energy markets such as Brent crude oil, WTI crude oil, and actually some precious metals like gold and silver as well. As we scroll up, we can also have a look at the indices, and as we can see here, Alpho offers all the major index contracts such as the German 30, the US 30, the US 500, the France 40, and many more, covering US markets, European, and some Asian markets as well. We can also look at the shares that are offered by Alpho. So here we can actually see the broker offers shares on German stocks, Dutch, Spanish, Swiss, and US stocks. So if we click on Germany, for example, you can see a list of stocks that are available to trade on via Alpho. We can also see here the commissions, which is a percentage of the volume of the trade. So 0.5% with a minimum $20 US for trading there on shares. As we can see here, Alpho offers the MetaTrader 5 trading platform. So if we scroll down, we can actually see there are quite a few different features and benefits to trading with MetaTrader 5, such as the ability for one-click trading, the ability to look at multiple different asset classes, okay, as well as more timeframes and more indicators than MetaTrader 4. But we'll be running through the trading platform on the web trader as well as the mobile trading platform offered by Alpho a little bit later on. Alpho does offer an education section, and as we can see here, currently there are 4 articles here, one on mobile trading, one on commodities trading on mobile phones. So there's a little bit of education here that users can look at, and if we click on, let's say this one here, part 4 for example, we can actually see the level of detail that is provided within this type of education article. The broker also offers us a contact us page where, even though they don't have a live chat function, they do have customer support phone numbers as well as emails. Having just called this phone number, the line was actually busy and couldn't able to get through to an agent at this moment in time. Once a user registers on the Alpho website, they are then taken to the Alpho My Zone area, which is the customer portal area, where you can add different trading accounts, live and demo accounts, as well as upload your documents for verification. What we can actually see here is the online web trader platform provided by Alpho, which is the MetaTrader 5, online web trader, and it opens up actually directly within the browser that you have opened when you actually log in to your account. So that's actually quite useful. So if we can see here, we do have the online web trader platform. We've got a variety of markets here on the left hand side, and if we right click on this, we can click on symbols, and now we can actually see a variety of markets that are offered. So here we've got the Forex majors such as Euro against the US dollar, and you've got the specification here as well. We can see here that spreads and swap values, the swap values here are quite high actually, compared to the industry average, where both negatives here for long and shorts. So well worth checking just the swap values for the different markets you're trading if you're holding trades overnight. But a large variety of different asset classes available, your FX majors, minors, your crosses as well. Lots of different exotic markets here available to trade with as well. And we can also see the different indices that are available to trade with, as well as the different stocks that are available to trade with as well, like these Dutch stocks like Adidas, for example. Okay, so that's actually quite useful. And to look at a potential market, we can just simply left click on the market and drag it onto the chart, and then that will open up a chart of the instrument that we're looking at, which is right now pound against the US dollar. We can also open this in a larger browser as well, and as we can see here, we've got pound against the US dollar available here via Alpho. We can see here current spread there around 3 pips on pound against the USD. And there's quite a few other options here at the top, so users can look at different indicators. So you've got all your popular indicators here like Bollinger Bands and envelopes and moving averages, different oscillators as well like MACD, RSI and stochastic oscillator. You can just click on this and it will put on the indicator on the chart. So to actually take a trade, we can use the one-click trading feature here at the top and look at sell or buy. So if we look to sell this, for example, it will put up a disclaimer once you're happy with the terms. You can press OK, and then we can go back in and we can sell, and that actually opened up an instant trade there on the bottom, as you can see. Now we can also left click and hold down on the entry level, and actually you can drag it up, and then that will put a stop loss in, and now you can see the stop loss value has been pre-populated. The take profit, there's no values in here, so we can left click and hold down on the entry level, and we can drag that down as well, and then we can see then that will give us a take profit level which is pending and ready there in the system. So one-click trading feature is always quite useful. There's also trading orders as well. If you right click, you can use a trading order and then access stop loss and limit orders as well. And to close a trade, we can simply right click here and just click close position. So quite useful functionality, quite simple to use, the online web trader platform provided by Alpho. Now let's have a look at Alpho's mobile trading platform. So here we have the MetaTrader 5 mobile trading app provided by Alpho. As we can see here on the home page, we've got access to quotes, charts, trading activity, history, news, and an economic calendar. If we go to the quote window, we can actually see here there's already a list of quotes here, mainly for stocks. We can add different markets in by clicking the pencil icon on here and selecting plus. Now we can see all the available markets that we could add in to our quote window and trade. We've got all the Forex majors, minors, crosses and exotics, and if we scroll down, we've got cash indices, energy markets, commodities, and stocks and futures as well. So if we go back, we can look at euro against the US dollar here, for example. We can see the quote there, about a 3 pip spread right now. We click on euro against the US dollar. This opens up the function to open a new order, look at the chart, the properties of this actual currency pair, market statistics as well. So in this instance, let's look at a chart. And as we can see here, we've got a chart here of euro against the US dollar. And we've got quite a lot of different functions available to us. For example, we have the F icon here, and as we can see here, we can add in different indicators such as moving averages or Bollinger Bands or envelopes, standard deviations, momentum. So quite a few different indicators there available to add in. We also have the ability to select the S button and change a symbol, and we can also click this icon here and we can open up new windows as well. So quite a lot of functionality available really for this MetaTrader 5 mobile trading app provided by Alpho. We can also click the plus icon here, and by clicking the plus icon, this opens up a trading ticket. And there's a few different varieties. We can look at market execution, but there's also limit orders and stop orders as well. And if we just go back to market execution, if we select buy at market, so this has just opened up a buy trade on euro against the US dollar, as we can see here, it's in this window. If we hold down on this trade, then we can actually modify the position or close the position or create a new order or go back to the chart. Now in this instance, we can modify the position because there's no stop loss or take profit in. So we can modify this position by putting a stop loss in place. And then all we need to do here is just put the stop loss in. And we're going to put it lower than our entry level. And we can also put a take profit in as well. We can either type the level in, or we can just click the plus icon here and just add in a take profit. And we click on modify, and we can see that that has now been put into place. If we click on this order again, we can see a stop loss and take profit has actually been attached. We can hold down on this trade and we can click close position, and then we can close that, and that's immediately then been closed. Now we can go back into the chart by clicking the 3 candle icons here at the bottom left, and we've got the chart here of euro against the US dollar again. And what we can do in this instance, we can go back to the trading ticket, and this time we can sell by market, only this time we can put a stop loss in before we even take the trade. So by the time we take the trade and it gets filled, there's already a stop loss and take profit attached to that order. So if we click sell by market, that has now been put through. And if we look at this order, we can see a stop loss and take profit has actually been put in. So we can hold down on this, and we can also click on close position, and then we can close that out. So that is the MetaTrader 5 mobile trading app provided by Alpho. And that wraps up this review. We hope you found it to be of value and wish you all the best in your trading.